Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining our WNCT Now late afternoon news update. I'm Kelsey O'Donnell, broadcasting to you live again this afternoon from inside the digital studio with some of today's top news headlines. Now, we are continuing to track the coronavirus across the state of North Carolina. Today, we reached a grim milestone for deaths. This afternoon, we surpassed 9,000 deaths from the virus in North Carolina, with 131 newly reported. Also today, health officials are reporting an increase of over 6,400 new cases. Hospitalizations continue to decrease, and the daily percent of positive COVID tests is coming in at 7.9%, the lowest it's been since November 2020. Onslow County officials say a COVID-19 variant was discovered recently in a patient. The county wrote in a Facebook post that the individual variant case was sampled on January 11th. Now, the good news, that person has since recovered. The statement online read in part that the state of North Carolina randomly selects some of the positive COVID-19 samples to do a DNA analysis to determine if there are variants present. This particular one, known as the United Kingdom's B117, is thought to be more contagious. Onslow County reported its positivity rate up to 12.4% on Wednesday, with nearly 200 newly confirmed cases. Also this week, Governor Roy Cooper announced the extension of the state's modified stay-at-home order for another month. That includes the 10 p.m. curfew and 9 p.m. cutoff for bar and restaurant alcohol sales. The governor says his COVID-19 task force is starting to see numbers trend downward, but it's not enough to pull back the restrictions. He is still calling on people to wear your masks and practice social distancing. Additionally, Governor Cooper is also extending the eviction moratorium and an order allowing to-go and delivery sales of mixed drinks through March. When WNCT Now updates return, we'll take a look at our afternoon crime tracker and end with some positive news. Stay with us.
Severe weather can make life difficult, especially here in the east. Dropping temperatures, school closings, freezing rain, ice and snow.
Gusty winds over 20 miles an hour.
A freezing fog advisory is in effect.
Chief Meteorologist Jerry Jackson and his team of weather experts keep you ahead of any storm.
And this rain shield continues to pump in.
Storm Team 9, keeping you safe in severe weather. In the WNCT digital studio is online for you. Live afternoon news updates.
Continuing to track COVID-19 cases.
Don't forget the positive news with Feel Good Friday.
How about we break out some dance moves to kick off your weekend? Remember to see the good in each day.
And if you're looking for your next eatery, Digital Dining has you covered.
Tonight we're visiting Cucina La Mantilla. We visit Blend in Jacksonville. We're visiting La Cocina del Colqui.
These and more on WNCT Now under the live stream tab.
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for sticking with us. If you've just now joined, welcome in. My name is Kelsey O'Donnell, broadcasting to you live today from inside the digital studio with some of today's top news headlines in between our newscasts. Now, in our afternoon crime tracker, a Goldsboro man arrested this week for indecent liberties with a minor. Reginald Tichy, pictured up here on your screen, is facing charges for a sexual assault on a minor reported on October 17th in 2020. Following an investigation, a warrant was obtained for Tichy. He is currently being held at the Wayne County Detention Center on a $25,000 bond. Turning now to weather, people across our viewing area woke up with a pleasant surprise this morning with snow outside covering the walkways, covering your cars, everything in sight. Let's take a look at some of our viewer submissions from today of the snow. Right up here, what a beautiful sight it was to wake up to. This is from Kevin Davenport in Rocky Mount, North Carolina. Doesn't look like anyone has hit that snow just yet. Not a single track down in that snow, and the trees are looking beautiful as ever before that sun came up and melted it all away. This photo is in Beaufort County on the Washington waterfront from one of our employees here at WNCT. This is, again, another really beautiful sight of the boats covered in snow. Not necessarily something I'd be wanting to do in the snow, but I think it is still a really pretty picture. For some of you, this may have looked like your morning commute into work this morning. This is on Highway 264 from our chief photographer, Kenneth Roundtree. You can see a lot of the snow accumulated on the side of the road, this particular area of Highway 264. The driving conditions didn't seem too bad just right here, but definitely a beautiful commute into work and something to take advantage of with all of the photo opportunities. Now, if you know me, you know I can't pass up any type of pet photos, any puppies, anything. This is from Melanie Dale and her dog Sky, who she says loves to play in the snow. So one last quick video. This right here is my little guy, Archie. He got to see his first snow last winter, but we surely don't pass up any opportunity to go outside and get his zoomies out. So it's never a dull moment out there with him as well. Finally, we'll turn to some positive news. A Chick-fil-A manager is now an internet sensation. Take a look. This up here, right behind this car when it drives by, is Jerry Walkowiak, who works at the Chick-fil-A in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. He showed up to save the day when lines at the city's drive-through vaccine clinic became backed up. In a matter of minutes, hour-long waits were cut in half. Mount Pleasant's mayor says he plans to call Walkowiak for help with future drive-through clinics, and Walkowiak says in response, it's something he plans on doing when he's not manning the drive-through at the chicken hotspot. So some great work down there in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. I think I'm hungry for some Chick-fil-A now. So that will do it. We'll wrap up our WNCT Now late afternoon news update. Be sure to stick around for our newscast coming up this afternoon at 5. Thanks for watching.